Hello, this is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night 80% tutorial. This video is an addendum to my death skip tutorial that I posted earlier with the Neutron bomb method. Some recent things have come to light concerning my emulator. I've noticed that the graphics have actually been skewed from what you might be seeing on what you're playing on. So I've actually gotten people to capture footage outside of this so we can have some other references for you to use when trying to figure out if you've hit the death skip. I also have another tip for you to increase your probability of hitting the skip. Something that I didn't know quite before, but actually helps quite a bit. So we'll go jump right into the game. Okay, so this is the place where we set up the death skip. I've already killed off the warg, but the basic thing that I wanted to show you mechanically that's different is during the level up, like after you level up and backdash out of it, besides running up against this platform with the stairs, it's actually better if you do a full jump up to the top here to get up. The reason for that is if you do the full jump, you actually get a very specific subpixel to set up here. If you were to just do a small jump like I had been doing sometimes during my tests, it actually changes your subpixel ratio and can make it harder to get the skip. It's still possible to do it, but this makes it more consistent. So in that case, it would look something more similar to this. So we do that. We lure the wolf, obviously. We'd get the pixel that works. We'd initiate the trick, do our backdash, run up against this wall, do a full jump, and then run through. And that just increases your probability of getting it because it aligns certain subpixels. The other thing that I wanted to show you was, again, some footage that was captured by Kaya Nasaki, and it's pretty helpful. As I mentioned, my emulator apparently skews the graphics slightly because I've upscaled it for my own use. I'm going to try to find a way to make that better for the rest of these, but it may not be a possibility. And this is really the only trick where it's super important. So we've captured a couple more images. You'll have to forgive me, I forgot who captured the third image, which is at the top. That particular one was captured by another person. I'll try to credit them inside of the tutorial as well. But these are the frames that you're looking for. Once again, and Kayan mentioned as well that he likes to look at the feet again for aligning subpixels, or for aligning his pixels, but it's the same basic premise. If you actually look at the feet of Alucard, it's again that gray pixel on the sole of his shoes that you can line up based on the crack. In his pictures, it looks like there's only one pixel, which is different than mine, where it looks like there's two gray pixels in the back. But the same premise happens. You'll notice in the bottom left one, you line that pixel up with the pixel before the shaded one next to the crack. Another one, you line up the pixel with the actual crack itself. So those are some other references that you can use if you find that mine isn't working for you, or perhaps it's not giving you the same look as mine does. But that's pretty much all I wanted to cover for this little cleanup here. Apologies if this caused anybody some issues. But yeah, so pay attention to those frames. And the other thing is to use the full jump in order to align your subpixels. So once again, you go ahead and come here. You set up the frame that's correct. You initiate the trick. Run up against this, do a full jump, and run into the death chamber. For now, that'll be it. This is TurboDog702 for the Castlevania Symphony of the Night 80% tutorial.